Agroforestry, christened for the legendary eponymous twins of the Aksumite kingdom, once trading with empires extending to Rome, Egypt, India. Then, unimaginably, drought and famine, triggered by extreme deforestation, land degradation and desertification, exacerbated by war. Now slowly and painstakingly reclaimed to assert pride of place in the battle for food security, Agroforestry's resurrection has been nothing short of incredible. Over 15 years since rejecting government-scheduled resettlement, the community has very clearly reclaimed their lives and livelihoods by implementing water management and land rehabilitation programs.
قدم زي سرحت زي مجمرنا بتاع من مجوح سنة عريس ترى قطع عريس تأمية بمنجستي إرداتا إلى رداني بتريد ما سكاب سبعان شو عتنجمر كلاوزي بتاع مدرك أي شجر سجمينيرو.
As the soil conservation structures successfully stabilized soil and water flow, natural regeneration of vegetation on the hills was enabled, leading to increased soil water infiltration and groundwater recharge.
بزيومون سعر حرماس سنياسة إسبانيا أو جرافات لا تصرحوا كن ريومنا فوت قتل العلوم من ريومنا من جرا الله يكون قتل العلوم سلازم نقبوا أخو قلصهم سلازم لقوا يوم ساتهم التفعل عليه تخلتاتون تو بعلنا يتفطروا لله بعلنا يتفطروا يسرح ناتفطروا اللي يقولون نتخلل اللي جرا لا كاتشا استفعل عليه ونفت قدمتات يتكلم إذا نايت فترة صراحة تون مالتي، سلازي زيهم بدم بي كاترات زبالني أو مطرات زبالني أو شكدامات زبالني أو هوريتاتني أو ببلش هوريتات، لازم ما يبقى كبالت هوريتات فؤاد قد متصرحب تقابلتي تمايلاو يعكر لوش تشارجي جبر تشارجي مسجبرة أو تحت كيركا لخوات كمايت كمالتي.
The positive impact on productivity and incomes can be witnessed in the amount of irrigated land, which has more than doubled between 2004 and 2007. Community leader Abahoy claims he couldn't harvest more than 50 kilograms of teff annually from his farm 10 years ago. Now he gets 500 kilograms and harvests twice a year.
سرعت نزي زنكاكب الحرستاي زنكاكب بوليس استراتيجين بلانن ينورن تمسب بزي أقوى يتقمل نيرو إنساب لي أقوى سديدو يتقمل نيرو لا ورص يتفوق نيرو حوي قتل نيرو.
Women and youth were also mobilized into beekeeping cooperatives, an income-generating activity compatible with maintaining vegetative cover in the landscape. High-value fruit trees were additionally introduced, which provided a much-needed source of nutrition and additional income.
زي فرمس جمرة مالتيو كابزات نجر تشيطو تري له جزافت نيكي تفني جزات صارحينيو نولعو مجبي بتهكل بتعمي قنجيو لترفي خبدنا دمو نشوطينا شيطنا دمو حدا جزا تلفزيون فروج خمتات نجر نقبر.
The introduction of controlled grazing has dramatically increased the demand and availability of high-quality livestock fodder, and some farmers even rent out their Phytherbia albida trees to those who don't have them, so they can feed the trees' nutritious pods to their cattle.
تقمي حدا لمريت ونتو قصلو رقيفو لمريت صبق يرقد كالاي تولع عوي ميسو لجنزب قلبني او بتعمي فلي قلو جنزب طم.
Supported by external organizations, as well as the government's Productive Safety Net program, detailed knowledge of the benefits of agroforestry, the principles of vegetation management in the upper watersheds, and especially restrictions on free grazing, have unmistakably led to improved soil fertility and productivity for Agroforestry. Today, 85% of the population have enough food to eat all year round. but it isn't realized everywhere. The government has attempted a scaling up of the initiatives that worked well in Abraha Atzbaha to the village of Adi Gudom, less than 100 kilometers away, but so far adoption has been low. Even though the area has approximately 300 millimeters more rainfall and a more favorable agroecological environment, the landscape has remained almost treeless. A major difference between Abraha Atzbaha and Adi Gudom is the management of livestock and its impact on vegetation cover. Soil loss and land degradation are apparent in the landscape. It has proven difficult to enforce policies to exclude livestock from cropland.
ብዙሓት ኣግራባት ልበረሱ እንሆ ማለት እዩ ሰኣን ምግዳን ሰኣን ቃዕሚ ውሕድ ስለ ዝኾነ እቲ ህዝቢ ኣብቲ ከባቢኡ ብዙሕ ሽራት እንሆ ማለት እዩ ከዚ እንታይ እዩ ዝተወሰነለ ቃዕሙ ዝኾነ ተተኺሉ ትገዲቡ እዩ ማለት እዩ ዘይትገደበ ድማ እንሆ ብስንክታ ብስንኪ ቃዕሚ እዩ
Until a consensus within the community over controlling livestock grazing can be reached, natural regeneration of vegetation will be limited.
Here we are doing soil water conservation practices more from the upper catchments, so that we are integrating with the agroforestry. When we say that there is an improvement on the agroforestry practice and on the free grazing control, so that we have a lot of indicators. One thing is that when we go out to the site, we are free of no intervention on them. On the animals, we can't see animals or the humans intervention on that. And then when we come to the household level, we are just seeing that the animals are just using the cat in carrying system.
ላበይ ንለቆም ስንጋሃጽ ይሃን እንታይ ከክልቆ መልቀቁ ቦታ ላይ የለይ ተኣሲረን የንበል ዓብ ገዛ ቦታስ የለይ ክልክል እዩ
Some practices are already in place to cope with fodder and fuel shortages, such as the establishment of Apiaceae ficus indica, prickly pear cactus, around the land to act as stock-proof barriers and a source of fuel, fruit and vital dry season livestock feed. With sharp spines requiring removal before it can be fed to animals, this hardy plant can thrive amongst grazing livestock and provides an important alternative feed during the transition to a controlled livestock grazing system. Understanding such practices provide first steps towards designing integrated agroforestry systems to suit local contexts.
تخليه كلنا فتينايا تقل ومن فتينايا بربره فتينايا يفتن هو نجار دماي عبزيله كل تفتيني بسرو دنيش فتينايا يهبيو زي لعوي نجار سيالي زي والخازمة تقامنت معاتيو تقامي بسرو.
Currently, eucalyptus is the dominant species planted in the area, with very few other species available in local nurseries. For delivery of multiple ecosystem services, there needs to be improved access and awareness of other tree species that could satisfy household needs and ameliorate land degradation. Research suggests a number of reasons that explain why agroforestry practices have been successful in one village, but uptake is low in the other. These include time needed for widespread adoption, motivation to act, and local leadership.
So the Abraha, the successful area we saw, has started establishing collective action to exclude livestock and to enclose the farm so that agroforestry can be established. Has started like 15 years ago, whereas in Adgudam it's just a recent exercise in the past 5 to 7 years. So maybe in 15 years you'll see more success like what we see in Abraha as well.
The experience of Adi Gudom demonstrates how fine-scale variation within Tigray region requires us to adapt agroforestry options to suit local circumstances. Variations in context need to be explicitly considered at the outset of developing agroforestry interventions. and partnering with development organizations to test directly with farmers is essential.